It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Vince. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to do your daily check-in for March 17th, 2022. This is the time of shooting, so whenever you see this, just a post. Alright, so boom. I'm only here for a few minutes to meet and go for a walk around my neighborhood before I start my day, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with my husband and my babies. But I was gonna do my daily check-in while I took the walk, and I decided I wanted to be present completely with them while I take that walk, and I decided I wanted to do the daily check-in now before I leave. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Cali. You over in Cali? It would be nice. I need to go take a trip to Cali in a real way. Alright, let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, soul, sky, universe. We thank you for opening our eyes this morning. We are truly grateful for being on the same page, being in alignment, being at peace with those around us. Truly, Spirit. Here's to getting an earlier start. Here's to tending to ourselves before we tend to anyone else. Here's to not giving too much of our energy and time to things that would distract us, things that would slow us down. I pray that we find things to be grateful for all day long, that we don't get caught up in the things that we no longer have access to, the things that are being denied to us, that we honor that it is for a reason, and we make peace with those things. Please allow me to tap in with my soul child, see what the overall energy of the day is, what we're working on today, what we're leaving for another day, and what we don't see coming. Please protect the spirit from any negative energies, and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Have you on the 11, have you on the alignment, have you on the doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Somebody hasn't spent enough time at their altar, whatever this is, or this is in your sacred space. Making altars out here in reverse. For me, this just feels like I guess for some of you, you haven't created your sacred space. Some of you are supposed to clean your sacred space. Some of you are supposed to expand your sacred space. And some of you just haven't spent time at it. You've created it. You've cleaned it. You've expanded it. You've made it beautiful. You just haven't spent time at it. Or there are several sacred spaces. I feel like this is in particular. This is particularly being at an altar. This could be the ancestor altar, working with a certain deity, or your earth altar. You know, whatever this looks like to you. I just feel like being intentional out here, not being done. Someone needs to get on the floor, needs to ground themselves, needs to meditate intentionally. Breathe deep breathing. I moved in November and haven't set up my altar. Please, please, please set up your altar. Please bring in this new year energy. There's something about this shit. Use the full moon to do it if that's the case. I just feel like deep cleaning, cleansing, organizing. This doesn't even mean that it's been too long. 313 on the clock. Have you gonna see your numbers today? That's one of my numbers. Have you gonna see your numbers today? I just feel like being intentional to deep clean your space. Some of you just did it last week. You just did it 2 weeks ago. You just did it a couple of days ago. Having to continue to do so every few days or every week. Have you on the deep cleaning, the spring cleaning regularly, especially when you're super sensitive emotionally. But I just feel this time of, get on it. Spring cleaning for yourself, even if it's the day of the week, even if you have other things to do. I feel like tending to your body, that deep cleaning, that spring cleaning, being detox. I keep saying this shit, but I feel like it's water today. It's Ace of Cups out here in reverse. I feel like someone keeps saying that they're going to fast, they're going to water fast, or someone needs to fast with the full moon. We're about to go in, we're about to have a full moon tomorrow. Someone could already be starting, could already be preparing for it. This could also be if someone wasn't planning on charging moon water. Someone may decide to charge moon water. Get your containers in order to collect your rainwater. I also really feel like this need is out here to really focus on not being overly attached to other people's losses, not being overly attached to other people's problems, being empathetic, being sympathetic, being empathetic, but not being overly connected, not putting yourself in a fucking bind, in a really fucked up situation, trying to help someone else who you feel is less fortunate. It's really interesting because yesterday, yesterday, the card that I pulled for the collective. If you are following me over on IG, then you know that I post one card a day from this new deck that I'm working with, Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It's really helping me with learning more about astrology and the different placements or whatever. And yesterday's card was Jupiter in Aquarius, innovation, right? Taking a new approach on a problem, starting or experimenting with groups that are formed to benefit and educate others. Um, so also talking about this with someone else. Heavy on the alarm going off. My husband's alarm is going off. It got to be 11:15. Um, I find clever ways to help those who struggle to help themselves and those that I find less fortunate. So there's something about this energy. This was yesterday's energy. Going out of your way, feeling the need, feeling as if you have to go out of your way to help others. You have to go out of your way to help others who are less fortunate. It's kind of crazy though, because I really feel like people, you become that person. A lot of you become that person that people will come to and ask for certain things and not care about how they inconvenience you. You know, the truth of the matter is that while we think, while we see on the outside, or we feel on the outside that somehow they're really careless, somehow they actually truly value themselves. They value themselves enough to ask for help, even when it will inconvenience anyone and everyone. They don't give a shit. They have to. Self-preservation is a real thing, is really important to them. They will, instead of suffering, will ask for assistance, no matter who that inconveniences or how it inconveniences them, right? And this is not a bad thing. This is not to demonize them, but it is to be aware of that. To also know when you have to be, when it's okay for you to show up this way. It doesn't mean that you abuse that truth, that knowledge, that awareness, that if you value yourself enough to ask for help, even if it's going to inconvenience others, you will find someone to fucking help you. You just will. Even if they talk about you, even if they're upset about it, but also not abusing that. And at the same time, not always being fucking available for others who need you to show up this way. Mad chaos. The babies are harassing my husband. His alarm is going off somewhere. Yeah. Um... Someone's struggle is not your struggle. The suppression card is in reverse. This Ten of Wands card is in reverse. Someone's struggle is not your struggle. Don't make it your struggle. I also really feel like someone being tired, someone being done with struggling with their issues, with their health, with their weight, whatever health issues you got going on. Someone could just be sick, has been sick and not been able to get back to being 100 for the longest, a really bad cold, or someone had COVID, or, heavy on the really bad throat infection. There's a really bad throat infection going on, or someone has strep throat, or someone has tonsil stones. Someone, like, there's something going on there, and I legit feel like it is directly like having to go to the doctor and get help, whatever, get professional medical advice. But I am telling you that whatever this person is experiencing physically, whatever ailments this person is physically experiencing in their throat, they're experiencing because of their throat chakra, because of an unbalanced throat chakra, whether it's overactive, whether it's an overactive throat chakra. For a lot of you, it is. For a lot of you, you're using your throat chakra way too much, but you're not using it in the way that you're supposed to be using it. It's overactive. You talk way too much. You argue with everybody, or you're using your voice in ways that you think is powerful, or you think is creative, and very well may be, but not as impactful as it could be. Or you use your voice in a very impactful way, but you don't use your voice to really share or speak your truth, or share or speak in a compassionate way with the people closest to you, or in private, or the people who have hurt you the most. There are some things, right? So on the outside, someone may see or feel or think that you are healthy in your communication, or you are healthy in certain ways, because that is how you present yourself, but that not being the truth. That not being the truth. And a lot of you is because you don't want other people to judge you a certain way, or to think that you ain't got it together in the way that you present yourself. Heavy on the suffering from a lot of loss at this time. I also really feel like someone whose bank accounts have always been replenished, kind of looking a little scarce, not looking like what you need, and meanwhile feeling the most abundant that you've ever felt before. Or this will be your energy. Scared money don't make money. Heavy on the not being afraid to take a loss for what it is you genuinely want, what it is that you genuinely need in your life. Yeah. I feel like things move really quickly. Um, from crazy thing, you just made my childhood make sense. I've suffered with tonsillitis since then. Mm. Heavy on this energy. Heavy on this energy, this being a thing, someone suffering for something from years and not having a reason as to why, or for a really long time and not having a reason as to why. Truly, I also really feel like there's something about tomorrow, something about the full moon in Virgo. Things really accelerate after the full moon in Virgo. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I don't know if this is this shift into after Virgo, after this full moon in Virgo, we shift into um Aries season, but shit takes off like a fucking rocket. Um, I also really feel like right. It's something about this King of Swords energy. It's being more in control, taking your power back. Also, I feel like someone's not drinking what they're supposed to be drinking. Someone's not consuming what they're supposed to be consuming. This could be hot tea. I feel like there's steam coming off of this shit because this could be hot tea. Someone is not drinking their tea. Someone is not drinking their tea, making their tea with intention. Low key, high key. Hey, welcome, welcome. Low key, high key. I feel like stirring with intention. I feel like wand. I feel like your spoon is a wand. I feel like you need to know that everything and anything is a wand if you want it to be. If you direct the energy, if you listen. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's this chanting card in reverse, and she's wearing all blue, and you can see that she's chanting. You can see the throat chakra is being worked on. There's something about this shit. I also really feel like someone knows that they are avoiding having a conversation with someone, providing something, avoiding creating, speaking, poetry, music, avoiding doing something that you absolutely are magical at every single time and you need to get back to. Sharing your voice, communicating in a certain way. Uh, the Magician card at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see happening is us getting closer and fucking closer to Aries season. The shift that is going to happen with Aries season. Time to get in, time to kick it into gear. Time to really be ready to get active. We're not laying around anymore. We're not resting anymore. We are really kicking things off, jumping things off, and not just and not. It's something about being allowing the that impulsive energy of Aries energy of Aries season to come through and us being impulsive for some reason. I just feel like collectively is going to be a really good thing. I don't feel us being impulsive when it comes to unhealthy things during this Aries season. I really don't. But I truly feel that it's important for us to be intentional, to maintain, to sustain. Kicking off in high gear, hell yeah, yo. It's important for us to be intentional at sustaining whatever it is that we impulsively decide to deep dive into at this time. Because whatever it is that we're impulsively deciding to deep dive into is what our soul really fucking wants. It's what we've been so fucking passionate about. Oh my God, I'm so excited to catch this while on my flight. I love you, Vicky. I hope you have the most amazing trip. I don't know if you end up on somebody's beach, but I just feel like something magical happens for you under the stars on somebody's beach, Vicky. I'm not even joking. I feel like the crazy fucking beach ritual, yo, where there's fire and air and yo like water and earth and all of the fucking elements under this powerful ass Virgo moon in a real way. Also, I don't feel like you. This is you, Vicky. You traveling to see if you see this, or if you see this altar. This altar ain't big at all. There's three things on it. Have you on the all of you in here needing to know it's important to have a traveling altar wherever you go. Whenever you go, you go. So you have something on you. It's funny, whatever it is that you feel connected to. I don't go nowhere without a couple crystals on me. I don't go nowhere without a deck of cards on me. I don't go nowhere without this or that energy, whatever it is that works for you. This is definitely how I am. I'm really bad. I've gotten better actually. Where now I'll allow myself to go outside with like one deck and a couple crystals because that's my thing. That's my thing. But you have to figure out what it is for you, the things that you feel most connected to, and not leaving them. They go with you. Yo, I brought my stuff for one, period. Period. So even on vacation, set up the motherfucking altar. Set up the altar, but I also want you to be really, really careful about being in foreign places or different places outside of your sacred space where you've cleansed the energy, protected the space. You know what spirits are around you. Going into a new space with different energy, setting up your altar, cleanse the space first. Be really. I always bring tea light candles. Exactly. Whatever it is for you. I'm literally craving food as if I'm pregnant, but I'm on my period. Your body is craving certain things that are in the food. You're not, whether it's you craving protein or you craving certain vitamins, you craving something to 2112. Listen to your body, pay attention to your body, give it what it needs. It wants certain nutrients. It wants certain nutrients. It's not even the food. Also, like you being depleted. Now, also with this full moon, like you're not fasting at this time. Or don't need to be fasting while you're bleeding. So heavy on the really putting into your body the nutrients that it's missing. Really pay attention to your eating habits at this time. But yeah, cleanse your space. Yeah. I have my Palo Santo. Cleanse your space before you set up anything. Wipe everything the fuck down. That energy, you got your Florida water, whatever it is. Wipe everything the fuck down. I love y'all. I'm about to go on a walk with my husband and my babies. Have an amazing trip. Vicky, have an amazing day, y'all. I love you. It's your girl, Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Go outside, move. I want to show y'all before I even get off here. And I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna show y'all. Can I zoom in on this? Can I zoom in on this? Move your body today. Walk, clean, dance, stretch. I love y'all. Peace.